I'm all loaded up, heading out on another little adventure here. I plan on going up through to the Becaguimic. I'll visit Long Falls and hope to camp at Big Falls. I'm all packed and ready to go. I'm leaving from Zealand. I'll follow the Keswick River up, hit the Hall Road up through to the South Becaguimic Road, and from there I plan on visiting the aircraft memorial. A spray plane crashed there back in the 50s, and there's still bits and pieces of the plane there and a plaque, commemorative plaque. And then I'll try to get into Long Falls and take a few pictures there, and I plan on camping at Big Falls. There are two quite nice waterfalls on the Becaguimic River. Today it's a little bit cool. I'm feeling it on the wheeler here, but not too bad. A little cool on the face. Lots of water in the Keswick. Could be lots of water in the Becaguimic. Might be nice for seeing the waterfall. Some of the leaves have come down, but there's still some color in the woods. Might be quite a pretty trip. We'll see anyway. Route 16, that's what this is. It's the old railroad bed. Runs clear through to Newburgh Junction, close to Woodstock. And it's part of the Trans-Canada Trail. And hunting and trapping prohibited. So I've got my gun in the case there. I won't do any hunting. Probably run into all kinds of birds between here and where I can hunt, but that's okay. Always a nice run up through here. Usually not too busy. This is on a Wednesday, so it won't be too busy. It's a little nippy out, so I guess I'll put my coat on. Better put the vest on the outside, it does more good. I'm at Barton now, and I have to make a choice. Do I keep going up the Route 16 and then up the Hall Road? Or I can take the Madam Keswick Trail right up along the Keswick, or there's a bypass trail. And that will hit the Dorn Ridge Road right at the end of that. I'm thinking the Madam Keswick Trail would be better partridge hunting, but we've had a couple of big windstorms. So there might be trees down across it. And I want to make pretty good time up to my camping spot because don't have as much daylight as we had. Maybe I'll just take the bypass trail. I don't want to go up the haul road all the way. It's kind of a boring drive. Anyway, we'll go. There's the North Becaguimic Trail. I videoed that before. One end to the other, I believe. This trail is a lot more direct, a little quicker, but it's rough in places. It's a rough and rocky trail. Not technically difficult, but you can slash a tire awful easy. Washing awful bad here now. It's just sand and boulders, not much to hold it. Oh, I see the beavers have got that creek dammed up again. Culvert blocked. If they don't clean that out, that'll wash out again. Won't be the first time. There's the Dorn Ridge Road. I think last time I come out here, I come out through that one. There's some sort of construction going on up here. I hope the road's not blocked. It's an awful long ways to go around, but well, we'll see. No, he's disappeared. Must be going up that road right there. Oh, there he goes. Good. The road's not blocked anyway. You never know on these roads whether you're going to get stopped by construction from the logging companies or a tree down across the road too big to cut, or just a washout. All kinds of obstacles. I don't know if I'll get into the falls or not until I get in there. It's a pretty rough trail in the big falls, and I haven't been in there for 2 or 3 years, maybe longer than that. Here's the Valley Forest Road. You go that way, and that'll take you to up around the Narrows Bridge, Nashwauk Lake area. Sorry, Little Nashwauk Lake area. That will take you in close to Millville, or in, follow it all the way, takes you right into Nackwick Mill, AV Nackwick. We'll take this road, I guess, today. That would be a pretty good camping spot. Bring the van right up and camp right there. If it was going to be cold or anything. Tempted to take that trail. That takes me over to the camping spot Scott and me camped at last fall. There's a beaver pond over there I could have a look at, and then I could go on to High Point, the High Point Road. But same thing, I'm wondering about trees down across, and I sort of want to get to my camping spot, so I think I'll carry on this way. They re-graveled this road a little bit and regraded it last year, or was it this spring? I can't remember. Must be so they could do this work here. big machine has replaced multiple people with chainsaws. I don't know if that's good or bad. Progress, I guess. Boys, they've sure skinned her up through here. That was a hardwood forest there. Mostly hardwood. A lot of money's worth of trees. Boy, it's hard to even recognize the road here. You're allowed to hunt past this point. No hunting on that side. Okay. That's a good idea. Signs like that. There's the road into Trout Lake. I guess we may as well stop and have a look. Might be a moose standing out in it or something. Be nice to see something. Scott and I went out, canoed the whole thing, fishing there one time. We never caught any trout, never caught anything, never got a bite. Oh, apparently some people don't know how to pick up beer cans, trash. The lake is high. Pretty spot. Nice. The color's gone off that hill now. A lot of bare trees. It's a pretty time of year though, just the same. Here's where we come down on the Irving Hall Road. And I'll take this up through to where the South Becaguimic Road intersects there, up towards Balancing Rock. Becaguimic Road, right there. We're just going to go down to the intersection here. Balancing Rock. That's the one we're not taking. It's turned into a great big tourist trap. I don't believe I've been up this road this year. Come to think of it. I don't know, I was up this road last year. It's been a while anyway. We're actually in the Nashwauk River watershed right now. The Sisters Brooks and stuff like that. But we get over the ridge, we'll be in Becaguimic country. The Becaguimic is a stream that comes out, vents into the St. John River at Heartland. It's a nice stream, a bunch of different branches on it. lodge there. My land. Hard on the road though. Someone will have him out of there, trap him probably. That looks like a brand new lodge. It must be. Not the best of engineers, that particular beaver. That's an awful long dam. Now this was another beaver dam right here. They must have cleaned that out. There's the dam remnants. Dam remnants. Yeah. Here, this is the double S road. We'll be hitting that. Come back onto it up there a piece. I want to go around to the aircraft memorial and in through to Long Falls, and then we'll come back out on the first zigzag there if I don't get lost. I think that is the Black Brook Road, which would be a bit of a shortcut. Quite a gully up there you have to go through. But we bypassed the aircraft memorial that way too, so I'm not going that way. The road there will take you in through to Cloverdale area, out on Route 104. Been limbing some trees along here, thinning out. Here's some moose tracks. Let's see, a little past that road, I think. Yeah. Right up here. I think this wide spot in the road. Yeah. Like they're driving into it. Actually, it looks like a good place to get stuck. And I don't have a winch, so I'm not going. I'll just park out here. Well, I've had my first mission failure of the trip. I wanted to go in and see the aircraft memorial. I've been in there before, but they bushed in through here and it kind of obscures the path in places. I got tramping around in there and lost the path. Didn't quite get lost, but I'm still not up to traveling a lot of swampy, wet, uneven ground like that. I could feel it by the time I got in there ways. Probably walked right by the place. think this is Black Brook right here. There's the road right there I've been looking for. That will take me into Long Falls. Here's the trail, we'll come back down. I think there's probably a gate across up here. There was last time I was out through. Yeah. I think they had to. People don't respect your property. What are you going to do? A gate here and a little bit of a walk, not too far. Well worth the walk. There you can just sort of see the falls over there. Fair amount of water running down through it today. It's a pretty spot. Nice camp here, hanging right out over the falls almost. A nice outhouse. Sign there, no fires in camp yard, please. Long Falls Camps, established 1938. I was talking to the guy that owns these, and apparently there was another cabin or something that must have been hanging right out over the water there, washed away anyway a few years ago. Nice spot here. They've got a bridge here to cross the stream up at the head of the falls. Going down here a little ways, it's kind of slippery rock, but I'll walk down and get a shot up the falls here. Be a wild ride in a kayak. Now that little bridge there, that would take you on up to the haul road. That's the direction we're going. Yep, quite a spot. Well, this is Long Falls. Downstream from this a ways is Big Falls, and that's where we're headed. If we get there. There could be trees down or anything. And not much of a road to start with. There's an old cabin up in there. I don't know if it's abandoned, but hasn't been used much, I don't think, in the last few years, for sure. If at all. It'd be pretty rough. The guy that owns this, I believe, lives in Cloverdale. I met him one time. Can't remember his name now, but nice guy. Anyway, we'll get back. We'll get back to the wheeler and be on our way. Looks like something Jed Clampett would use to go to Beverly Hills. Well, that's a steep old trail there, but I think we can manage it. Water in the brook right now. Wonder how we'll make out with that. Thankfully it's not a real rough stream. Be able to go across there just barely, but I think the rest of it's all washed out now. But there's a trail. Oh, there's moose tracks too. Big moose. Wow. That was a big track. Must be an old bull. Washed out now. Now let's see if we can get up over this. Nope. I guess there's an easier way. There's an easier way. give this another chance. It's a lot more civilized trail. That done. Than I remember it, but I think I usually come through from this side. But either way, you've got a couple of bad hills there and they're all spun out. Kind of hard going. Okay, this is the Double S road. Let's see, that's the first zigzag there. And we're going up through here. I just shot at a partridge back there. What can I say? I was using a 22 and I'm a terrible shot. Looks like hot dogs tonight. But there's lots of daylight left. Little beaver pond here again. Right there used to go right down the Becaguimic to the place where I'm going. It's been shut off for years, grown up. This road right here will take you into Long Lake. It's a rough old trail too. There's a camp in there, floats right on the water. Path goes right down to the lake. I don't think you can take a wheeler down. I'm not going to anyway. Pretty rough. That's Long Lake. That's more or less where the Becaguimic starts. More or less. starting to bush in pretty good. Now this is where we leave the Double F's trail, Route 25, and we'll head into Big Falls. Doesn't look like it's getting traveled very much. Makes me wonder if the trail's still open down into the falls. There's another way in, but it's clear in around my Orser hunting camps. I might go out through that way, but I don't want to have to go clear in around there right now. It's a long ways. Well, we'll see what happens. This is the good road right here. We're at the end of the good road, and now we go down over the hill on this road. It might not be too bad. Looks like it's been traveled some, and that'll take us down onto the Becaguimic trail that follows the brook up through. Well, I left Zealand at 10:30, I think it was, and it's 1:55 now. Probably take close to half an hour to get down to the Big Falls there, because it's a slow, pretty slow trail. Maybe not that long. Seems like a long time. And that'll 2:30. So 4 hours. But I took that stop in it. Long Falls, that was an hour out. And I think if I went back by Orser camps on the way home, I could probably cut off another hour. Oh, we'll think about it. Pretty good road in through here now. Better than I remember. I think the rough spot may be down on this end too. Hard to tell because of all the leaves, but the road's kind of washed out along here. looks like they've been doing some maintenance. Wow, look at the size of that one. Oh, it's a nice piece of wood right there too. Nice and solid. I'd count the rings if I could count that high, but I'd probably lose count. Hit the main road. Yeah. Now that road will take you down the Becaguimic and you'll end up at Odyssey hunting camps out in Howard Brook country. And this road here will take us up to Big Falls. Been traveled a little bit. There's lots of wheeler tracks. Wow, just like quills on a porcupine's back. Be a hard walk through that stuff. old camp. Oh, she's a fine looking establishment. What they're keeping in there. Bear, raccoons. This is the old cabin at Big Falls. I don't think it's been used for years. There's an old table and chairs in there, and some cupboards, but you can see daylight through it in several places. Quite a spot. Would have been quite a spot at one time. Fairly substantial cabin there. But I think you'd probably have to start over if you were going to camp here. Put a camp here. I just did a reconnaissance. Little trail down there to the brook. Nice place. Nice flat spot right on the beach to put my tent. So I think that's where I'll go. And here we are. There's some deer tracks here. Yep. Great spot for a camp. Nice and flat. Well, this is home. I'll put the tent right there. Maybe after a while we'll go down and explore the waterfall. The waterfall's down there just around that corner. There's the tent all set up. Nice. That's the Becaguimic there. Nice little stream. Going right by. I'll finish setting up now. And we can go see the waterfall. Maybe. We'll get some. This is Big Falls here. Quite a steep little path down to it, and I'm not going down all the way because I want to be able to walk tomorrow. But we can go down and have a gander at it. It's a big waterfall. I think we can get a good view from right over here. There it is. There's another smaller one just up above it. That's the biggest one. That would be the Big Fall of the Big Falls. It's almost surprising the little treasures you find in the wilderness out in the woods, right here in New Brunswick, and you don't really hear that much about these places. Maybe that's a good thing. It's a pretty spot. More or less unspoiled, except for a few empty beer cans here and there in the woods. I wish I had my drone with me, but I crashed it in a plowed field last weekend, and I think that was the end of it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to repair it or not. But it'd be nice to fly it down around there. I'd probably dunk it in the water anyway. So. Anyway, let's go back to camp and relax. Maybe get a little wood on the way back. It's a long ways down and a steep trail. I've been down there. I fished that pond, that pool at the bottom. Never got a bite. But I think it gets fished quite hard. You would think there'd be trout in it, but I don't know. It's not like I just discovered this place. Paths beat right down here. Here's my fire pit all set up. All the fire I'll need. I'll have to process that down a little bit finer so it'll fit. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. I thought I felt a few drops a few minutes ago. Made me thinking I should set my tarp up, but I don't think I'll bother. I don't think it's going to rain. And if it does, it'll be in the night and I'll be in the tent anyway. So we'll let it go, I guess. Everything's all set up here tonight. Yeah.
A lot out into the sky, but they also scatter some back to space. That means less sunlight gets to the Earth's surface. And when less sunlight gets to the Earth's surface, it loses energy and begins to cool off.
Nothing like being out in the middle of nowhere, watching a nice documentary, a 40-year-old documentary.
They're hardly big.
Cities and industrial areas contain large quantities
a
of
little bit of wood
chemicals and plastics
manufactured. A little bit more there. I probably won't use very much. It's just nice after dark.
Century.
I'm at the drive-in.
The figures were added together and averaged to reduce the effect of weather variability, and then compared with normal years.
A surprising aspect of our results was the speed of the response of the climate system to a major volcanic eruption. Temperatures dropped
There's
by
some blue sky up there.
a couple of degrees
It's
Fahrenheit.
quite promising.
Hopelessness circled Europe like a bird of prey. Why? What were the forces? What were the issues in...
I've got to see about getting a better camera, but no camera can really capture what I'm looking at right now. This stream has been going down through here for millennia. A never-ending stream of water. You can hear the roar of the big falls in the distance. And it's a gentle ripple up here. Well, I'm kind of grieving right now. There's not a breath of wind. It would be a great time to launch the drone. But I no longer have a drone. But I could fly it down there and look at the falls and just have a nice aerial view of this campsite. Oh well. Make the best of it, I guess. Can't always have what we want. Pretty nice here anyway. Get dark now. I've got everything all set up. Cook supper here in a little while. Got everything on the cover. Got my fire. It's been a real nice afternoon here. I'll probably have supper and probably go to bed quite soon after. But we'll see. It's a shame there won't be any stars tonight. Probably get a little bit of rain, but that don't matter.
Contract killer out of Moscow.
Well, it started raining, so I moved inside here.
Agency thinks it's Arkady Fedorov.
Haven't had supper yet, but I think it's just a small shower there. So. But I'm quite comfortable in here. Got my bed all made up. Some movies on. It rained hard in the night. Everything is wet here. I was nice and dry in the tent. Had a good sleep. I'm just gonna boil up a coffee to go, I think. And I think I'll pack up and be on my way while the sun's shining, because it's supposed to rain again today. There, all ready to go. Now to get back to civilization. It took about 25 minutes to come up out of there. Back on good solid road now. Take it out of four-wheel drive in low range and make some time.